Thanks for watching this short video. It's going to focus on when you have a 5 for 25 or a multi-co and you created these shells, mostly for 5 for 25 promotions. You've created a shell like QBO shell 1, QBO shell 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Then you get a client a couple of weeks later, a couple of months later. What do? How do you turn it into actual data? Right. So I created a QBO shell, right? Part of the 525 QBO shell 1. It's a plus subscription. It's under wholesale billing. So there's nothing you have to do in the billing. You're getting billed, $5 a month or whatever for it, right? We need to change the name of it though, right? You might be converting from desktop. That's fine. All the data will come in. You might be importing lists, but how about just changing the name to the correct business name? You have to do it in two places. So you click on QBO shell 1, click edit client, and you'll be brought back into this window. And here's where you change the business name here. So this is going to be Nicholas, and this is the display name as well. Now, for some reason, you don't see business name. You can do this in the Your Books file when you go to Customers in the Sales tab. So there's that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save. Now, this changes it on the list. However, it doesn't actually change it inside of the client QBO sub, or actually Nick's QBO sub. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this to go into the file to change it there. So you have to change the name, the business name, in two places. Now, you will see this window if you haven't converted any data yet, or even really set up the file. So I usually hit escape, the escape key on the keyboard, just to get back in this. And then, yes, you have to go through these 3 pages. Just click start and then hide that. Click X there and go to the gear icon, count and settings. And the company information. Now, under wholesale, you will not see billing and subscription. I actually don't have an active wholesale account, so I'm just doing this purely for a video, but you'll just see company, usage, sales, expense, payments, advance. There'll be no billing and sub tab when it's under wholesale billing, which will be your scenario because this is a 5 for 25, right? Notice, though, it still says QBO shell 1, so I have to change the name, all right? And that's where you update it. I'm going to go ahead and click done. So now in the client list dropdown from QBOA, not only does it say Nicholas Shoe Store, but in the sub itself, it now says Nicholas Shoe Store. And if you don't see that it updated, just hit the reload the page icon, and it'll eventually refresh. And sometimes I've seen it take a while, but eventually, come in tomorrow, it'll be updated. Those are the two places where you need to change the business name from QBO Shell 1 or QBO Shell 5, whatever, to the actual client business name. One other thing to point out, in the rare instance that you actually happen to create one of the shells, and for whatever reason, you set it up as individual, there's no business name. You're like, right, how do you get back to that? Well, you're not going to do it from here. So just save out of here, go to the Your Books file, even if you're not using it, Sales, Customers, find the customer, edit, and then put in the company name. Okay, and that will update it to a business name.